Hello everybody! This one is my New Year nails that I done on my left hand. I didn't do my right hand because I'm very lazy. So a few has decided to do this and make it into another of our wee collabs for the Glitter Girls. So I decided to try encapsulating with polygel. So I laid a thin layer down first on this thumbnail so that I could put the glitter on. Love this glitter. It's one of my favourites ever. So I dabbed that on to where I wanted it, got nice coverage, and I didn't cure that layer of polygel, I just left it wet. And then once I put the glitter on, then I cured it for 2 minutes. I wanted to make sure that it cured properly all the way through the glitter because it's a chunky glitter, so it needed proper curing. And I wanted to just make sure, as I say. So once that came out from its cure, I started to encapsulate it. And I found it was easy enough to do, but I still don't think it's as clear as acrylic or hard gel. So I'm not sure I'm going to be encapsulating with polygel again. I've ordered some hard gel, I'm going to try with that. But this nail I just wanted to be purely glitter because, well, I love glitter. And let's be honest, why not? It's New Year. Glitter everywhere. So as usual, I did faff about with this for quite a while, so I've cut a lot of it out and just jumped to when I had it ready to go in the lamp. Once I was happy with the shape, the smoothness, the bulk and everything, then I put it in the lamp for 60 seconds. Then it was on to the fingers, and I chose this purple just because it's a glorious colour. Now it did need 3 coats to get it opaque, but I love the colour and I thought it went really well with the glitter. So this goes on the index finger and the pinky finger. As I say, 3 coats on each finger, curing in between for 30 seconds each. I actually took so long to decide on colours for New Year nails, but then when I was looking through the glitter and I remembered burlesque, I based it around that, and that's why I've gone purple, because I based it around the glitter. Moving on to the middle nail, and I done 2 coats of Model 1's Cocoa Black, thin coats. Obviously with black you want to keep it nice and thin so that it doesn't wrinkle, but these are so pigmented so you only need thin coats, and I could probably have got away with just the one, but I'm a 2 coat kind of lassie, so yeah, we did 2. I absolutely love working with these polishes. They're so smooth and easy to apply. Love them. Then I applied a nice thin layer of foil gel. I tried to keep it away from the edges so that I would be able to top coat it and cover it properly. And again I picked 2 different foils that had different patterns on it just for a wee bit extra dimension, and I loved the way it turned out. I didn't want to use a full coverage method, so I just dabbed both the foils in random places all over the nail, and then again I encapsulated that in polygel. I maybe should have just left it with a top coat, but because I hadn't built my nails with polygel, I needed to have some strength and structure there, so I left myself with very little choice but to keep encapsulating with the polygel so that I could build an apex and some structure. I do think it turned out okay and it looks lovely. But I just think I should have built the nails first and then done the designs on them. But hey ho. So the ring finger, I wanted some contrast somewhere because I knew I was going to stamp in white. So I painted this with 2 coats of Model 1's Africa White, curing in between both layers. Again, keeping it nice and thin because white is notorious for not behaving in the lamp as well. This is the fun part. I've used the Model 1's liquid latex because I wanted to put some spider gel on. I keep forgetting I've got spider gel. Again, I'm still not very good with using it, but I like how this looks. It's just random, but I think it looks really nice. So I put the black on the ring finger, which was the white. Look at that pale porn! And then on the index finger, I done the same but with white spider gel, just so that there was a contrast and the whole design tied in together, and brought it all into line. I think perhaps I should have stirred the white a bit more because it seemed really, really thick. And I know spider gel is supposed to be quite thick and stringy, but this seemed more thick than what it's supposed to be. So in future I'll stir it just a wee bit more. Then I encapsulated them as well with the polygel again so I could build some structure. That worked out okay. Everything was encapsulated and done, and then it was time to move on to some decoration. Here's where we're at before I file and buff the nails, and I think they turned out okay. I didn't leave full filing on screen, obviously, but all know what a nightmare it is trying to file on screen. So yeah, I used my e-file to take off bulk where I needed to, but I used my hand file to shape, etc, etc. So then I gave them a wee clean off with some alcohol, made sure I got rid of all the dust so that I could move on to making them pretty. So the middle finger was getting my Happy New Year, but I wanted to put some wee fireworks in the back first, like a wee explosion behind the words. So using the Barry M foil nail polish stuff that's no longer available, we put some silver fireworks on. Then in white I stamped the happy, no I didn't, I stamped the glasses in silver as well apparently. Then on the middle finger I stamped in black and then white the Happy New Year, just so that the wee bit of shadow makes it show up better I think. So I really like that. And now it's time for the bling bling. So I went back to my usual glue, and I'm glad I did because these haven't budged. So on the ring finger I done a corner display pointing in towards the middle finger. These are all genuine Swarovskis I'm using. Special occasions, so special stones. And on the index finger I did the same thing, but I had it pointing towards the middle finger as well, so it was like the opposite direction. And on the ring finger I had a purple stone to tie in the purple nails, and on the index finger I put a black Swarovski just to pull in the black that I had on the middle nail for the stamping. And I do think it worked out okay. The stones look lovely, but I think I maybe should have done them in these in polygel because I did leave a couple of sharp bits sticking up. However, they haven't budged. I've showered, I've done dishes, worked on my car, and they haven't budged. So yeah, for all I catch my fingers or whatever sometimes on the edge of the teardrop shaped one, the pointy one, they're not budging, they're not coming off. This glue is fantastic and I probably shouldn't stray from it again. Love the sparkle on that AB teardrop. It's so mesmerising. So in the words of the lovely Natalie Mugridge, it's top coating time, where the magic appears. I used a shiny top coat on all the nails. I didn't want any matte. I wanted the shine and the sparkle to show through. So we're using shiny top coat on them all. I did take a wee detailer brush and go round the stones. As you can see, I'm just pushing the gel up there. I'm not actually going round them. So I took a wee detail brush just to get round the stones at the back and make sure they were extra secure. I love this. Dun, dun, dun. It's so, so pretty. You can see why it's one of my favourite glitters. And once the top coat goes on, it's just, honestly, it's stunning. So as usual, finish off with some cuticle oil, and that is this design done. I hope every one of you has a fantastic new year, and I'm sending you all the best hopes and dreams and wishes for the new decade. And thank you for being with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.